Yeah. Good morning. It's the 29th of January. A couple more days and this month's over. And go bye bye. Before then, it's Monday.
Life is not love. Life isn't written in the stars up above. Life's not a diamond ring delivered by a dove. Oh no, life is not love. Life isn't joy. Life's not a puppy playing round with a toy. Life's not an ice cream for a giddy little boy. No, no, life is not joy. Life's not a ton of fun. It's not playing around in the sun. It's not birthdays and lattes and finally meeting the one. Life is pain. Life is a kitten outside in the rain. If there is one thing that's stuck in my brain, it's that life is just suffering and pain.
Yeah. I know. I started early. Yeah, when I get a chance for everybody to come in here. And it is Monday, so just in case, give the ones that are sleeping in a little bit longer or oversleeping, give them a little heads up so they can get off to work. So, yeah, let's see. It's currently 41 degrees in West Central Texas. We're supposed to get up to 70. Yep, I didn't stutter. 70. Let's get this rolling. Yep, we got that part done. Let me move over here. I gotta take this part off and do the overlay. Yep, I'd do the overlay because you can't really see it on the full screen one. I didn't want to mess with it this morning. I'm being lazy. It is Monday after all. Okay, send my invite out. Waiting for the co-host to show up. Hopefully she's awake. And, yeah. So let's see. Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, YouTubers. How you doing? If you're laying in bed and you're hearing me scream like this, you're late for work. Get your ass up. No time for a shower. Brush your teeth. Freaking throw some water on your hair and your face and dry it off and start getting dressed and run out to work. You're going to be late. Late. If you're on the East Coast, you're already late. Yep. And once and for all, yep, today's the day. We got us some convoys heading down Texas. Gonna do what Americans need to do because the government won't do it. Yeah. Well, let's see what the federales are gonna try to frickin' pull because, homie, don't play that. Not in Texas. Good morning, Miss Coffee.
Good morning. I think it's good morning.
Hey, it's a 29 and warming up for you, so it has to be good morning.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, there it is. Always got to bring something to the table. Better be a blueberry muffin
I
down there.
literally just got up, what, 20 minutes ago?
Holy Toledo, you slept in. Yep, it's a Monday.
Uh,
Yep. So you must have had a late night with 10 last night.
kind of, yep.
Yeah. Well, I had a late night with 10 too because I set my alarm, laid down, a nap before Tim's show, and I wake up. It's already 1:30. I'm like, oops. So I had to watch the restream. So I've been up ever
Yep.
since then. So kind of regret missing
Oh,
it. But I must have been tired. No napping yesterday.
I see, I see.
Yeah, I felt like one of those Tesla vehicles during the middle of winter. I just ran out and just wasn't going to move. Hey, Debbie McKenna, good to see you. Good morning, Junior Ninja. Good morning again.
Morning, Debbie.
Of course, I didn't do the
William
thing.
A.
Yeah, I didn't say the
B.
good morning thing at
Charming.
the beginning, but hey, B Charmin's in here. Ooh, good morning, B Charmin. Better get her done this week because at the end of the week it's going to be raining and there's going to be a cold front coming. Yeah, right now the West Coast is going to be getting hit hard. If it hasn't started raining really hard for them yet, which I don't think it's supposed to start for what's today, Monday, maybe 1 or 2 days. But
Yep.
when it does start, they better run a Walmart and go buy those arm floaties that inflate. Keep them in your
Yep.
keep those in your glove compartments because you're going to need them. They're saying anywhere up to 8 inches, but I think it's going to be more. So
Dang.
yeah, some of those places already are waterlogged all along the west coast, not only just California but further up. So those floaties might help you out somehow.
Well, Miss B. Charming, it's actually nice and nice here this morning. 29, sunshine. I'll take it.
Yeah,
And Miss B. Charming, I really want to thank you for me and Tim for telling people in chat last night on Tim TV to hit the thumbs up and being your delightful self in chat. Thank you so
yeah.
much.
She always brings
We love
sunshine
it.
wherever she's at, and we
I
miss
know.
you when
We
you're not
love it.
here.
Yep.
But be charming. I'm glad you're where you're at because you don't want to be in Anchorage today because I think it's Anchorage. They got down to negative 47 degrees last night. Yeah, brr. And that stuff is going to be moving down, and it's going to be with the jet stream from El Nino. So you can go by Stowe in the four corners are going to get snow. The top two are going to get more than the bottom two, but then it's going to move towards the east and Texas, Oklahoma, and all the rain and all that's going to push through Texas, hit Louisiana with some of the cold, and of course hit Florida before it shoots up to Georgia and then on up. So the Carolinas are expecting a possibility right now, 10% chance of snow right now, but I think it's going to go up to about 30 by the time this first weather front comes through. So if you think Florida, if you think winter is over, nope. Yeah, it was just taking a break, taking a breather. Hey, Tennessee Ridge
It's
Runner, good morning. Good to see you at
all I know
33.
is the wet.
Yep.
All I know is the weather we've been having is not right. It's just not right.
Yep. That's because the shift. But hey, oh, did I say that? You're the shift. The other shift. Yeah, the weather shift. Yeah. Yeah, that negative 12. We hadn't. I didn't even have to go anywhere when we got to the negative 20s here in Texas. So, hey, Rose Young, good morning. Good to see you.
Hey, good morning, Rosie. I'm so glad you popped in here. I was wondering if you'd like a shout out on Tim TV for your channel on Tuesday. I was watching stuff on Rose Young's channel. That's really some fun stuff on there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you'd like one, you can either email me or just type in chat, yes, please, or no thanks. No feelings hurt.
Well, no, Kansas City got lucky, just like San Francisco. I'm gonna go watch the whole San Francisco game because I'm pretty sure some of those refs called stuff they shouldn't have called, and people didn't catch it. I think that game was rigged. Lions should be facing Kansas City, but hey, that's my opinion, and I'm not even a Lions fan. But yeah, I checked out Harvest Berry. She dropped a video yesterday, and I'm the only one that's seen it so far. It's a short, so if y'all are there, go check out that one.
I have it queued, ready to go after the show. Believe it or not, that's funny.
Yeah. And another one I found yesterday was West Texas Stacker. He was talking about he had a short. I'm still not used to his shorts. I'm used to his just live streams when he's cooking. But he did a short showing his silver, asking people questions, and then turned around and showed that he was cooking bacon for breakfast. And then they cut off. So I was like, oh, okay. So if you're subscribed to West Texas Stacker, he did do another one too. And if you're not getting notified, then that means you haven't watched a short in a while, and you might
Or
not
you
be
didn't
subbed.
ring the bell. You
Yep.
didn't ring the belly. Yep.
Yep. As a
I'm
Disney
putting
used to
ketchup
say.
from the neck up on shorts today.
Yep. Now, isn't Mrs. RC supposed to be leaving today?
Yes.
All her
Ready to
bags
go.
are packed. She's ready to go to Disney World to see Pinocchio. I got a whole
I
week for her
know.
to come back, or 2 weeks, however long she's
Morning,
gone.
CJ.
Hey, CJ, good to see you. Good morning. And
Um, be charming. I'm gonna tell you right now. From all I know, is Pegleg Stacker had an aneurysm in his stomach.
oh,
They thought they had it taken care of, and that, and being he's an amputee, that is something that can happen with missing a leg. So
mm,
they didn't get it or whatever, so he ended up back in the ICU, and now he is, in transitional care, and then from transitional care he should go to rehab, and then finally back home. So, yep.
oh, okay. And Rose Young saying that she lost connection, so she probably didn't hear your question there, Chef.
Oh, Miss Rose, I was wondering if you would like a shift shout out on Tin TV on Tuesday night. If so, just let me know. You can either email me or you can say yes in chat, and I can shout your channel out because I liked her channel. Yep, yep, yep. I didn't even know she had one. All of a sudden, I'm like, Rose Young posted what?
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's because I read chat.
I know.
At least most of the time. Sometimes I don't. Or sometimes I just ignore what they say.
Or sometimes if I'm up here, you just wait for me to read it.
Yeah, just depends. If you're busy talking, then I read the chat while you're busy talking. So, first and foremost, the big news of the day is tomorrow is Time Change Tuesday. And I'm dedicating that not only for when we spring forward, I think it's next month or the month after that, just to get people
March
mentally
10th.
ready for it. But also, I have an
March.
appointment. I have an appointment early in the morning, so I will not be able to do the 9 o'clock. So I may be moving it to 10 or 10:30. I haven't decided exactly for tomorrow yet. So it's gonna be a later day tomorrow. Just to let y'all people know.
That's all right with me.
Oh yeah, you can
Got
sleep
March
in
10th.
tomorrow now.
March 10th, we spring forward.
Mm-hmm.
No, it actually works out good for me because, yeah, I have an appointment at 8 a.m.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
okay, okay. So if I schedule at 10 and we're not on here, we will be here. We're just probably coming back from the appointments. I just got to do blood work. And depending if they show up on time and they're ready to go or not, so I got to start drinking extra water today so my blood flows real quick tomorrow. And yeah, because if you're dehydrated, you don't drink enough water, your blood doesn't move as fast in your body. So I think everybody here's of an age that's given blood or had to go to the labs to do it, and they've been told that. But if not, or if you've forgotten, it's been a while. Yeah, if you don't want to spend 30 minutes there while they're trying to pump freaking blood out of you, drink plenty of water.
Okay, Roseanne, you can email me. My email's on my about page. If you want me to shout your channel out, let me know.
Hey, Marshmallow Man, good morning.
It's the Marshmallow Man.
Yep, and he still got his marshmallow Pillsbury Doughboy type thing. I don't even know is that the actual marshmallow guy from Ghostbusters? I can't tell. I think it is. Be trying to saying Puff. Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Puff, I like that. See, she just made me giggle. What can I say? Gotta love
Yeah,
my beat.
I'm used to Puff being Puff the Magic Dragon lives by the sea.
He's that Puff too. That's the thing. He's
No,
Puff.
I just sang that, so that means Tim's gonna wake up and show up. Hey, Al Bundy. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Al.
Well, but
No.
so anybody have their retirement stuffs in stocks right now? And mainly, do you have one of your stocks as Blackwater? Yeah, because you haven't heard. Yeah, they missed their. I can't even remember how much it was. I want to say it was like a $64 billion freaking interest payment. So they're in default. The banks have seized their building in New York, and they're auctioning it off for half the price. Now that's got a lot of people. That's got a lot of people worried because a lot of those retirement accounts are tied up to Blackwater, and that's going to affect a lot of things. So, and of course, the first people that lose any money on anything like that are the ones that have their retirements invested. So, just check into it, and then if you don't have Blackwater in your portfolio, then you have nothing to worry about. Yep. Hey, Mike B, good to see you. Good morning. And so I don't really talk too much about the stock market because I don't trust them. I had my retirements there, but the moment I retired, I freaking switched that shit and got out. So, I got told by insiders, bail, and I bailed. They never did me wrong while I was in the military, and they didn't do me wrong when I got out. So, but just be on the lookout, especially if you're still paying for your house and stuff also, because they don't think it's going to affect the housing market as much, but it's going to still affect real estate. Not only commercial, but it will affect, I believe, the housing market around the country also. Especially if after Blackwater's, failure to make their payment, it just starts affecting other freaking businesses and all that. Because a lot of them have been playing the hedge fund thing, and they're basically doing what the government's doing. They just keep borrowing money, and we'll pay it later. But they forget they're not the government.
Bailout.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Blackwater won't get bailed out. So, no. So, and I would like to thank, even though I hardly ever thank this liberal newspaper, the New York Post was the one that broke it. So, finally, they decided to go against one of their own to freaking report something for the good of the people. So, yeah. But, okay, prayers for the family and relatives and all that for the 3 soldiers that were killed in the drone attacks. If you haven't heard about that one. And, there's several more injured. Some are critical. They don't know if they're going to make it or not. So, Please have prayers out for all our soldiers. No matter what branch they're in, they're deployed. They are in harm's way. So, but stuff like that's going to happen because of this administration not knowing what the hell they're doing. You have a good one too, William. Have a blessed one.
William.
Yep. But so what's going on in your state? Anything new? Anything moving?
Well, I know Omar's not doing very good anymore, so that's plus plus. Got a lot of people that do not want her to be elected.
Well, good. They got
So,
to push it. They got to push it.
yep.
Yep.
So,
And I'm going to put that out there. It doesn't matter if you don't think your vote's going to count or not. Go out and vote. But I'm going to tell you right now, do it. If you have early voting available, do early voting. It's less crowded. It doesn't take but a few minutes to just vote and get it done and over with. Because they are putting warnings out of freaking to be, have your head on the swivel, as we like to say, especially shift, especially when you go out, but especially towards, towards election time. And there have been some threats. Of course, they can't say they're credible yet because it's so soon. But they're saying that stuff's possibly going to be happening on election day. So how do you defeat the threat of election day freaking turmoil? Do early voting. But hey, that's all I can give you on that. And I know that's months away, but hey, in planet now, you reap what you sow, and I'm sowing the seed of wisdom into you to do it early, and of course, vote for your locals when they come up. Because I think we got ours in May. I believe it's May on our locals here. So because we got some freaking weeds we got to pull. Like 5 people here in this whole county of over 105,000 that don't believe that we should be a sanctuary city for the unborn children. And they're trying to freaking change it, and that's going to be in our next ballot. And we're going to tear that shit down by freaking voting them out and tell them to get the fuck out of our county. I'm sorry, you don't like the laws, the majority of the people voted? Move. Don't whine about it. Don't go to the papers whining. When you're you're not the majority, you don't get. Move. We have one lady in Texas that was freaking 8 months pregnant bitching about she couldn't get an abortion. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Lady Dagger Status. Good morning. Good to see you. Hey, Gold Sniping Farmer. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good Sniping Farmer. Good morning, Lady Dagger Status. Always so good to see you too.
But it's like anything else. If you don't like the laws in your state, try to change them through voting. And if you can't change them that way, then freaking move. Well, it's not that easy. Sure it is. You know what's hard? Living. Because nowadays that's all you hear people complain about. Everything about life. It's so hard. It's so hard. Hey, Joe. Good morning. Sorry I wasn't there last night. I passed out. I missed all the streams.
Good morning, Joe. Grow Big TV.
Yeah, that's the one I still got on my loop to watch after the show today. So
There you go.
Hey, Carrie. Good morning. Good to see you. You have your niece. Oh, that's so nice to have family around.
Yep. Oh, by the way, Gold Sniping Farmer, Grow Big actually was drinking straight out of the bottle of that hot sauce that you sent him. Yep.
What?
Was. Oh yeah, he did it. He did a short. part one, and then you did another part two of some for somebody else. You have to go check it out. I was like, he's literally drinking out of the bottle. Holy frioli.
Well, must not have come from Texas. That'd have been from New York City. Get it right. Joking, gold sniping farmer. I know you made it. With that freaking El Paso freaking commercial still gets me to this day. It was like 30 years old. So
I'm a
has your
mute
gas
for
gone up yet?
278, but I got to mute for a few minutes. I got to talk to my hubby guys before he walks outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was 253 here last week, and now it is 269, and still moving up. They said they were probably going to be at 273 this morning when I talked to them last night. Well, was it last night? No, yesterday afternoon. So, good thing I was just picking up a container of gas to bring back for the generator because I had one that was empty and needed to be filled. So gas is going up, and if y'all didn't hear, natural gas has gone up. Yeah, my normal natural gas bill went from 120 to over 350. So I gladly paid that, and I haven't been running my heater. So yeah, I've been just running my little portables and putting on socks and my sweatpants now. You know me, I like to be barefoot with my house shoes and wearing shorts. And nope, I guess that price for natural gas, I'm gonna have to start wearing some appropriate clothes to stay warm now. It went down. Wait for it. It's going to go up like a kicker because ours was down. It just started slowly rising. So, but yeah, I just can't believe it. It's going to be 70 degrees today, and they said by Friday we're going to be in the 80s. Yeah, Marshall, man, wood stove is the way to go if you can have one in your house. We have them here in Texas, but you basically got to install it when you have your house built. They won't install them after a house is built. So, yeah, he could try to go after that natural gas all he wants. Needless to say, we'll just give him another two voters putting their middle fingers up towards him. Just getting to that point. I tried watching a speech yesterday about, I would immediately close the border if they sign the bill. No, sorry. That was the end of it. He didn't even know what he was talking about. I think he was thinking about paying the bill at McDonald's or something. He didn't even know what was going on.
He never does.
And I think we need to
All
do a
he does is
presidential
mess with
challenge on his ass. Drop him off at the nearest freaking grocery store at in D.C. with no Secret Service and tell him, "Here's $100. Here's your list. See if you can buy everything for $100."
Yep. I don't know. Some of these politicians that are saying, "Oh well, you could help out by having, hosting a family." Nope, let them do it.
Yeah. Oh, the ones in Chicago.
Hmm.
Yeah, I watched that, and they had an interview with that person this morning, asking if anybody's taken him up. It's like, no, I'm surprised. Nobody's emailed me or called asking for the list or anything else. And especially the rich people are going to take those people in. Hell no. Yeah. I went to the grocery store. I think
Okay,
I got like,
farmer. How rude is that? I'm sorry.
no.
I mean, every once in a while I forget to mute when I go out the door or I roll a cigarette, but nothing disgusting like coughing, burping, farting, or any of that slurping shit.
Hold on. What did you say? Sorry, I had to do that. Yeah, I would have loved to. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're using a streamer, then go in there and freaking lower their mic so it doesn't pick up the background noises as much.
It wasn't even their stream. You mean they were a guest on somebody else's stream and they were that rude?
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah, they definitely would have been backstage. I want it dusted, vacuum, the windows clean, and here's your toothbrush. Clean the toilet while you're at it. No,
Oh, happy birthday. I'm glad you
yeah.
finally got to go out, Carrie. Yay.
Oh, it was on Bestie's stream. Ooh, okay.
Uh-huh.
So where'd you go, Carrie, for your birthday?
But Ginger Ninja, that's how I grow my potatoes is in containers in the 5-gallon buckets. Seems to work real well for me.
I've tried several ways. I can't grow potatoes. Potatoes hate me. So,
Did you
so
do, see, I kind of do the layering thing.
you know.
It's, I put dirt down in there and then I put my chits in and then I
Mm-hmm.
cover them with just like 2 or 3 inches of dirt. And once they break the dirt, then I put a few more chits in and cover what came
Mm-hmm.
through the dirt. And I just keep doing it until I've got, what is above left open in the bucket. And
Mm-hmm.
then I just let them go. And it's worked out real well
Yeah.
for me, at least for the baby reds. That's my biggest success are them.
You know. And that's the ones I want to grow. The baby reds. Yum, 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 yum. But
I think,
I did go grocery shopping. I spent $130. Got a mess load of canned potatoes. I didn't know that those all those different types of canned potatoes.
yep,
Well, of course,
slice, whole, yep.
I got. Oh, there she goes. She got this. You got the cubed ones. You got the potato salad ones. I just got a mess load of them. Oh yeah, that's my favorite to get there, Carrie, at Olive Garden. The unlimited soup and salad. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, every once in a while I go wild and have the tour of Italy. Not too often. The soup and salad is just I don't know. I can't beat that one.
Yep.
The only thing I like about the tour of Italy, you usually get two Parmesan steaks, and of course you get the linguine noodles and the spaghetti. And I can make basically 3 meals out of that because I can't eat that much. So I bring a lot of it home and I can have 2 other meals with it. And I don't have to cook. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
No. Well, I'm glad you had something good to eat. Hopefully, it was very enjoyable for you. See, CJ can't grow potatoes either. But one thing I have been noticing for the last 2 months, and I usually shop at HEB because that's the cheapest place to shop here where you can actually trust quality food. They have not had Hungry Jack mashed potatoes. The powder,
Oh,
they used to have
really?
that all the time. We have not seen it anywhere
The Hungry
around.
Jack potato flakes?
Yep. And then my son shops with his wife at United supermarkets, and they haven't had it there for the same amount. And that's the only flake one we get because the other one's kind of
Nice.
like because I was canning the Hungry Jack, but nope.
Dry cannon? Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know what the deal is. I can't get any more of that because
Huh.
that's my go-to.
Have you gone online and just like Googled
Yeah,
it to
you
see if
can
you
find it online everywhere. It's just the grocery stores around here aren't buying it no. But I ain't gonna pay the price that they got for it. Like they got it on Amazon. I forget that price.
right?
So
I just
so
don't
that's why I had to go with
understand.
canned tomato or canned potatoes. Because for one, I never knew there was canned potatoes. I guess I just never paid attention to it. I was more important with all the other stuff. But because not having the Hungry Jack, I ended up having to break down to get the canned potatoes. I'll just have to rinse them real good, and when I cook them, I'll just have to add my spices to make it taste better. So,
Yeah. I always keep canned potatoes up at the cabin, especially the sliced ones, because then they can just open them, rinse
yep,
them, throw them in the pan to fry, in the morning for breakfast. Easy
yep,
peasy.
yep. And that's the reason I got the cubed ones. So I like the cubed ones for breakfast.
You say
Rose
like the
Young,
sliced ones with onions and green peppers mixed in.
uh huh. Rose Young planted garlic. Ooh, you're gonna be freaking having fun in the spring.
For sure.
Yeah, I usually try to grow a little bit of the garlic. Green onions I do pretty good. Peas,
I do know this Second Chance's garlic powder and stuff is the bomb.
uh huh.
Did you ever get any? Trust?
No, she's never sent me any.
I wonder if she ran out though.
I'd even pay her to send me some, but she's never offered, so I don't know. I think she's mad at me.
She
I
may
cut
have
her
been
off.
out though,
Hmm.
just so you know.
Oh, I know. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure it was ham and potato chowder. Now that sounds yummy. No, I'd say I tried the Idahoan one, and I really didn't like it. Be charming. So, which is weird because I like other things, but just not. I don't know. I would say it's the
Ooh,
texture
should we
thing,
make
but
ham and potato chowder with the canned potatoes? You know what? That's
uh
a good idea.
huh.
Yum. DJ.
Yeah.
Dang.
So, and of course, somebody had lemon trees showing on a video. I won't say who, but yeah, they weren't getting enough sun, and they're kind of drooping, but they're still awesome trees. She's growing them inside.
Ooh,
She's
go
got to get,
camping farmer.
huh?
Does that ever? He's working on a collaboration with
Ooh, yeah, I see
Eileen
it.
with her garlic and his peppers to make a batch of hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Yum.
Yeah. Well,
Cool. I'm glad you got the buckets to do it in,
yeah.
Rose, because for me it works out really swell. It does. I think I got 18, 18 pounds between 3 buckets of baby reds. So
Yeah.
that was pretty good. My hubby had to weigh them.
Yeah. I am gonna have to try growing ginger again. The last time I did it, I don't know. They were doing good, and the next thing I do, I woke up the next morning and they were dead. I'm like, what the heck?
Ginger's kind of finicky, I think.
Now, canned potatoes, yes. Spam, no. I've seen that they have the chicken one now and all that, but no, sorry. No.
Chicken spam? What?
Now, yeah, they have a chicken spam now. Yeah. I'm not
Oh,
gonna.
oh,
No. I'm not even
oh.
gonna try it. Yeah, I was like, no.
Now I am going to tell you, my neighbor, she's, you know, of the Asian descent, and she does make a really good stir fry with spam. I have to admit it. It it's really tasty, and I didn't know I was eating spam until she told me what was in it. So,
Yeah.
yep.
Well, I'll check
So,
the dollar store,
um,
Rose Young. Thank you. I never thought about checking it because I never buy food at the dollar store. Man, I don't know. And my next venture is starting up the dehydrator. I think I'm almost to the point where I've read the directions a million times and I'm ready to start dehydrating. The only thing I trust myself in right now to dehydrate is jalapenos. That's pretty easy. You can
it is
tell when they're ready
awesome.
just by looking at them. You don't have to set a timer, no nothing on them.
You should make yourself some fruit leather.
Fruit leather.
Yeah, they're like the fruit roll-ups.
Uh huh.
Yeah, and you just put them. I got actual little like trays that you fill it up with like your strawberry jam or whatever.
Uh huh.
The orange marmalade ones, my grandson and my oldest son loves them. And you just put them in the dehydrator.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
oh, never
Yep,
heard of it.
super good.
Yeah.
Super good and super easy. Yep. Lady Day D says it too. They're so good. Homemade ones.
Yeah. Hell, I'm
I had a
getting to the
bunch made.
yeah. Hell, I was getting ready to frickin' you know, I bought a 10 pound bag of flour because I'm gonna try to make hardtack. Now I'm using the whole 10 pounds of flour. I'm gonna make hardtack, and then that's it. No more hardtack ever again. Since that lasts forever and it gets super hard, and I figured if I know I'll have freaking coffee in the apocalypse. I'll just have to freaking soak that sucker like an Oreo cookie in my coffee, and I'll be good.
There you go.
Yeah, especially if I'm having a bug out somewhere on the trail. It's the easiest way. I just got to heat up the coffee and pull out some hardtack, throw it in my coffee, and I can be continuing walking while freaking eating my hardtack and drinking my coffee. So, but
Yeah, CJ, if you're using like fruit preserves instead of jellies, where you can get a good fruit preserve and just use that. You don't have to do anything other than spread it out and put it in your dehydrator and let it dehydrate till it's ready to go. Yep. My guys take those deer hunting. It's one of their snackies. So I do strawberry, I do a raspberry one, and then the orange marmalade. That's the one that seems to be the biggest hit. And you can even, make your own, fruit preserves. If you have, like, you grill strawberries, just cook them down enough to where you've got a good, you know, base for them, and they thicken up a little bit, and then just spread it out. Oh, yum. Yep. And that's more healthy for you, trust. You can have a
really,
sweet. Yeah.
I just want a variety of stuff I could freaking you know have when I need it. But yeah, one thing, most of these prepping videos, for the ones that do prepping versus the ones that don't, they always mention if you're going to bug out, have some water. I've only had one video out of 30 mention you should have a, oh, what do you call it now? I can't think of it. Oh, Camelback. Use a Camelback for freaking clean, fresh water. That way you can put that on your back or your front over your shoulders, and you got the little freaking hose thing, and you just take a sip while you're walking. And if you got to run, It just, the straw just freaking hangs there. You won't lose it or nothing. Nope. Never had canned corned beef. I ate it once a long time ago. I think I was like 8, and I liked it, but I've never really purchased it because I've never cooked it. So, all right, Be Charming. FedEx is there. Hopefully, she's not getting my package because I'm supposed to expecting a couple of packages today. So, yeah, and that's
Woohoo!
Rose Young's like hardtack, yummy. Who needs teeth? Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm gonna dip mine in coffee till they get soft like an Oreo cookie in milk before I eat it. But hey, you need that nutrition. So
And for anybody in chat, if my wind chimes are bothering you, please let me know. I'll go step inside. But with
I
the
didn't
sun
even hear
shining
one
right
shit.
on me, oh,
Yeah,
you don't? But with the
no.
sun shining right on me, it feels so good to be out here.
We did hear you fart though, or
Mm,
was that a burp?
I didn't do either.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was me. I just burped. Sorry. Those are premonition. Just wrong person. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Be Charming. Thank you. I may try that. Yeah, Be Charming's like, I can barely hear you, Shift.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I knew what you meant with air fryer. But yeah, there's not much I use my air fryer for yet. Hell, I haven't even made freaking French fries in it yet. But
Dang.
yeah, I
Well,
got
I
all this
taught
stuff.
Tin how to
Huh?
Tin TV how to make. I taught Tin TV how to make croutons in her air fryer.
Oh, you did?
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
She didn't. She didn't even know she could do it. And I'm like, well, yeah, you don't want a whole bunch of them because there's only two of you,
Yep.
and they're expensive. I said, just take a couple pieces of bread, cube them up, put them in your butter and olive oil, and then put your seasonings, whether you want garlic, parmesan, or whatever on them. And that's what I do. And then just stir them up good. Put them in your air fryer. 6 minutes approximately at 400 in your air fryer. You have the best croutons. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And if you like them harder, just cook them a little longer. She never even thought of making them in her air fryer.
Yep. Well, I've seen a lot of recipes for the air fryer. I just haven't done any of them. I've been really trying to concentrate on learning everything because I want to dehydrate with it first. You know, I want
Ah,
to get to the point where, okay, this is no problem. When I got all this stuff freaking dehydrated in jars, and then I'll worry about other stuff.
I have a
Then I'll start,
Nesco. I think
yeah,
it is. The
then I'll
Nesco.
start water basting stuff. I got all the stuff, but I just don't trust myself. I know if I do it, I'll be nervous and I'll make the whole thing blow up. So
Oh no, 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 no. Water
yeah,
bathing? No,
so that's the thing. Everybody always says that, but I'm always the one in left field. It's gonna blow up.
it won't.
You know.
You just make sure you follow the directions, and yeah.
So man, I don't know.
Now, now pressure cooking. That's the one that the first time I ever used a pressure cooker for canning. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's the one I was worried it was going to blow
Oh,
up
that's
on
what
me.
I'm
And
talking
that
about.
one,
Is the no, that's what I'm
oh,
talking about.
I thought you said water bath. Those are two different types of
Oh, I
cooking.
know. But I'm nervous with the water bath because I'm still thinking about the pressure. Because once I do the
Oh,
water bath and get used to that one and do it good, then I'm moving on to the pressure cooker. So I purposely am doing it that way. So hopefully that'll take some of the nervousness from the pressure cooker away from me. So
ah,
'cause I want to do a lot of fresh vegetables and stuff and put it in that. What's that preservative stuff? I can't think
I'm
of the
not sure
name of
which one
the
you're
fresh
using.
fruit or whatever.
Oh, the fruit fresh. Yeah, I use a little bit of that when I do potatoes, but when I've canned them, so
Yeah,
that they don't turn that funny color.
yeah. So I want to do that, and then freaking, of course, you got to water bathe them, and then once that's done, and then turn around and do the next thing, which would be pressure cooking. So, but I got to get away from that fear. It's
Yeah,
sort
I
of like the
agree though.
first time I threw grenades, I was so paranoid. I was like, I'm going to throw the pin. Luckily, I never threw the pin, so.
Uh,
Yeah,
it's good to be leery of things sometimes. So, yep,
yeah,
it is.
yeah. Microwaves do destroy eggs, but hey. Worst comes to worst, I got an old refrigerator in the backyard. I could always turn that into a sun dehydrator. Ooh, an electric one. Ooh, nice.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. Oh, there's a company. I don't know if everybody's seen this or not. It's called BioLite Fire Pit, and it's basically a fire pit, almost like oh, what's the ones that you can build? You're using cinder block and all that. If you want to do a quick little fire cooker,
Yep.
but the BioLite has this battery that connects to the side of it that you can charge and use that, and it keeps it from smoking a lot. I've seen the videos on all of it. It's reasonably priced. I'm thinking about getting one of those, just so when I have to cook something outside, there's not so much smoke, and everybody can know that I'm cooking something. So,
Wow,
and it
that's a
looks
good
pretty
idea.
small and light enough to carry if need be. So, goes 9%. See an ad. See the ad. Yep. So, I don't know. I'm gonna probably get one of those, and if I do, then I'll try it out. Maybe do a video and let everybody see if it's really everything that it's there. Hey, B Mitch, good morning. Good to see you.
Good
B
morning,
Mitch
B Mitch.
said, yep, you saw he said hello to you, or she said hello to you, and in chat also. Not missing anybody.
Nope.
Yep, I went by the butcher's market. The prices have gone up on all the freaking stuff at the all the luncheon meats and all that. I'm like, forget that.
Well, I'm just glad we order our beef ahead of time.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
Jen,
2
and
weeks
it's almost like a
before.
rocket stove, but it's not a rocket stove.
Yeah,
So,
we got it. We're actually getting, instead of a quarter cow this year, we're getting half a cow because
uh-huh.
my youngest son now has his own house and he wants his own. So, yep. So we order it together, and it actually worked out cheaper if we would have bought half, a quarter cow each. It would have cost us more than buying the half.
Yeah,
So, yep. So we're all going yay yay yay. Uh-huh. And that's the only sad thing is they're not doing pig this year.
they're not doing what?
They they're not doing. They didn't have a um good litters of piglets.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and it happens like every 4 or 5 years. They said that they don't have enough piglets for some reason, but
Yeah.
yep. So no pig this year, no pork. Can't buy a pig. Darn
This
it.
is for the guys. All right, they're awake now. All right. Sorry, I had to do that. So, did your son? Does he have a freezer of his own in his new house now?
Yep. Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I've been trying to get Leo, but he's been working ever since, trying to get him to clear out some of the stuff he's got in his washroom because that's where they want to put the freezer. I have on order for him, but, it's on hold for him to deliver it until they freaking make room. So hopefully he's going to do that soon so I can get that one done. And then I got to order a freezer for Arthur next. He's definitely got space.
Well, I would do it because it took them 4 weeks to get their freezer.
Yeah. Oh no, this was at the warehouse waiting to be delivered. I just got to give him the time.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I ordered it back in November. And they told me it might be 2 months, and they got it in December, which I was surprised that they got it in so soon. So I just don't want it to magically disappear and have to wait again for him to order another one. So
Yeah, he actually ordered his before they closed on their house. That's
hmm
what's funny. First thing, main big purchase was deep freeze.
yeah,
I.e., you think I have a deer hunters,
yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, it is.
So that makes it easier for me because they could keep the big meats there, and I can keep all the fruits and the meats I get at the store in mine, and then we could turn on a switch when they need something, they come get it. I need something, they bring it to me. So
Nice, nice.
and until I build my
I have
fire pit, I'm not going to be doing no deer. So I basically told them the only thing I'll be needing is ground beef, and that hasn't gone down any bit here. That's still anywhere from $3 to $5. I mean, bison's sitting at like $4.59 a pound here right now. So, but don't get me wrong, I'm talking about either the 80/20 or the 90/10. I usually get the 90/10 because I don't want a lot of grease from the beef.
Good morning, Chris Piot.
Hey, good morning, Chris. Good to see you.
Yes, and Be Charming. I've been so jealous of her with her freeze dryer. Ah,
Yeah, I told myself I wanted to get a freeze dryer, but I said no, not until I freaking do the pressure cooking. I cannot justify having a pressure cooker and not freaking using it and then getting a freeze dryer. So I punish myself until I get over this, you know, fear of the pressure cooker. And then I do the freeze drying.
yeah. Well, I am going to tell people if they have a meat grinder and you can find, cheap chuck roasts that are less per pound than your hamburger, believe me, grind your own.
Oh yeah.
So much better.
Yep.
So much better. I'm just happy I have a big meat grinder due to the fact, we process enough deer hamburger that, I can do that. Buy a cheap chuck roast,
Yep.
when they're like $1.49 a pound or whatever.
Yep.
Yep. And then just make my own hamburger.
Yep. I got one of those old time ones.
They
You
work
clip it
too.
to your table and have to manually crank it to grind it, but it works.
Hmm. Oh
And I
yeah,
like it
they
better
work.
because when I clean it, I know it's clean. I've seen those electric ones. I'm like, no, I'd still question if they're clean even if I cleaned it. But
Well,
but
no,
I'm
I
used
know
to
ours
that
is
old
clean
grind one.
because yep, I do it.
Yeah.
Every little piece comes off. Yep,
Yeah.
it's clean. You know,
Yeah.
and I am going to tell you what I did find out too is like the ground hamburger I get when we buy our cow sure tastes a whole lot different than what you buy in the store.
Yeah.
Even after it's cooked, it just tastes it's just like what? Mm-hmm. definitely a whole different taste in your mouth.
You know, well, you heard it for shish kicker's mouth. It tastes different in our mouth. So,
Ugh, yeah. Well, and the texture's different though too, actually, to a degree. I'm one of them with my
um,
OCD texture and yeah,
oh yeah.
and so yep.
No, believe me, I know. 'Cause I can't drink orange juice. That causes
Why?
blisters. That causes blisters in the side of my mouth. And it's not
Huh?
because of the pulp or anything. I've tried all different types. Orange juice does that to me, but I could sit there and freaking eat two oranges and not get no blisters in my mouth. So I don't know what it is, but I was like, okay, I
Maybe
guess
it's
I'm.
maybe
I'm
it's
just,
the concentrated citrus versus regular citrus.
yeah,
Because in orange juices the citrus is concentrated.
yeah.
So
So I'm like, well, at least I'll still get my vitamin C eating oranges, so I don't have to worry about scurvy.
right?
So, but think about if I could find some gummies that have a high value of vitamin C, getting them, if they can last at least 2 to 3 years in storage, just to have a backup in case we run out of fruit. As a backup, because I definitely don't want to get scurvy. I read too much about it, and I'm like, ooh, no, no. Yeah, I know. Gold sniping, and I got a lot of those freaking vegetables. That's why I have a lot of frozen too, so I don't drain everything right away. But you should still have fruit also. Change it up a little bit. Oh,
Well, good morning, Robert Necker.
hey, rubber neck. R.
Robert Necker.
No, it's rubber neck. R. Pirate.
Uh-huh.
R. Pirates always got scurvy. They didn't have vitamin C. R. That's why they went around going R. I don't know. So nothing weird, strange news today, huh?
Nope. Other than the weather,
Yeah,
I mean, this is totally bizarre weather for Minnesota in
yeah,
January. I mean, last year we got pummeled with snow. We had our cold days, and yeah, we haven't even been able to take our snowmobiles out this year.
yeah.
Uh huh.
Well, I think you'll be able to in a couple of probably a month or so. I
Good
won't say
morning,
definitely
second
next month, but
chance.
probably at the end of it, maybe.
Second chance. Good morning. I'm glad you came.
But who came in? Sorry, I was looking at some news.
Second chance. Stacks in the house.
Hey, Super Dave, good to see you. Second chance, good morning, good to see you. Miss Lady with the stingy garlic. Just joking, dear. We were talking about you earlier and your garlic, how amazing it is. Yeah, one thing about Second Chance, she doesn't have to worry about vampires.
Oh no.
You had snow the size of your fist.
Hello. I thought
A
I lost
crema
you. My son's
tartar.
trying to get a hold of me.
Uh,
He's called
yeah,
twice now, and I'm like, I'll call you
and
back.
Second Chance says vampires have to worry about her. Yeah. Wow, I can't imagine snow as big as your fist.
uh-uh. In other words, it was actually snowing snowballs.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah.
Squeak.
But I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I got a lot to do today, and I don't want to do any of it because that means I gotta get dressed and go out in this weather. And it's still kind of chilly, but it's gonna get warm. So those are the days you just never know how to dress. You know,
I hear you.
just needs to either be cold or it needs to be hot. Bottom line, bring back the 60 degrees at 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's when you dress in layers and then you take a layer off at a time. Come on,
Yeah, and then you got
girl.
half your closet in the car. Come on now.
Well,
That's
good
it,
morning, Jeremy.
Darlene. Just for that, I'm gonna help the vampires out. I'm
Jeremy
gonna make
Jester, give
they're
Miss
super
Christina a
vampires.
hug for me.
Garlic doesn't bother them. That way they can bite on Darlene's neck. Hey, Jeremy. Good morning.
Yep. Give Miss Christina and Itty Bit a hug for me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know layering works. It just sucks. Yep. And boy, does it suck. Especially when you go from your car in the cold and you go to a building and it's semi better, but not enough to take off the layers. And you walk outside and the temperature went up another 10 degrees and you're like, trying to take a layer off in the parking lot in the car because you ain't going to freaking survive trying to drive with all the layers on. I've gone so far as I turn the air conditioner on instead of taking the layers off.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's nice to know that you have that option where you can layer, and take it off
yeah.
or do
Yeah,
it.
be charming. I agree with you on that one. I'm gonna put it up there so everybody can see.
Yeah, I know, especially when you got
Because
to pee.
hey, Mr. Boswell, good morning. Good to see you. And yeah, because I'll layer
Oh,
all up. Go ahead.
Mr. Boswell, Gold Sniping Farmer is the auction channel I was telling you about. He may still be in chat. I'm not sure if he is or not, but yep, that's his channel you need to check out for
Yeah,
the auctions.
yeah. Because be charming. Anytime I layer, it always seems like as soon as I'm going to the front door to leave the house, I gotta turn around and go pee. I'm like, son of because it took forever to get freaking all layered up. That's another big reason why I don't like layering up so much. But I got to buy some more. So I got sweatpants galore. I just don't have the sweat pullovers. I need to buy those pullovers.
Exactly, be charming. I've been there. Yeah, he is in chat, Mr. B. So yep, that way then you'll know what his icon and all that looks like if you see it.
I don't see them.
Uh-oh.
Trying to highlight them. Okay, there you go. You can see he's at the bottom of the panel. His icon. Did you give him his page information already?
No, I haven't dropped the link. I'm afraid to jump right now. My
No,
phone
no,
was dead.
I thought when you were talking to him about it before. Not right now. I'll
No,
get it right
no,
now.
I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stack. I know you're on your phone. So let me just open up another window so I can do it. And copy and go to the other YouTube one. Okay. All right. Posting the link. No.
Yeah, and Mr. Boswell, they're really patient in there too for new people that have never done auction that way or whatever. Yep. So just so you know, his is one of my favorite auction channels, or should I say my favorite
Uh,
auction channel. I'll just sit there and lurk and watch sometimes and listen to his Rasta music in the
Yeah.
background.
And I can't remember. Was it not yesterday? I think it was the day before yesterday. He went on like real late at night after we stopped. Might have been like 1 in the morning. He went on. I'm like, what the hell? I was watching it. I was so tired though. I just put him on, give him the thumbs up, listen, and I fell asleep. Woke up and I don't know what was playing on YouTube at that point, but I was listening to the music he had on there and freaking I passed out.
Oh, don't worry about Caps. We know you're not hollering at us second chance.
Woman, you
I'm
better
hope
watch your attitude. I'll time you out. I'm just joking, Darlene. You know I love you. Stop apologizing. Maybe it's my background. I'll change my background because I might be offending her. She's all worried and stuff. So, what should I put in the background instead? I'll do that. I'll do that. Oh, wrong one. That was the overlay. I had that one close by because of your gel cell one that you had the other day.
Ah, yeah.
There. Lady D's busy, busy. She's back. Well, welcome back.
Well,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm hoping to find out more about who's, they did get a list of the apartments that this gal was assigned to and has been assigned to for,
Uh,
quite some time.
take care of the places.
And
Yep.
yep, so hopefully these people are all being informed on what happened so that they can check to make sure that they're not missing things. If so, then they have the right to also press charges.
Uh,
Yep.
so you have a coolant problem, huh, Mr. Boswell? Have you noticed a leak underneath the vehicle? Or is it just overheating a lot?
I'm just wondering because he says he doesn't drive it a whole ton,
Yeah,
of miles. I'm just wondering if a hose or something has got a crack in it,
yeah,
and it could be something that simple that it's just a hose.
yeah. And that's why I was wondering if you noticed that there's a leak somewhere, or if it's just overheating. Okay, yes, no leak anywhere. It uses antifreeze and not overheating. So what's the problem with it then? If it's not overheating, you shouldn't have an issue with it unless it's leaking.
Well, I guess it's just using a lot of antifreeze.
Oh, you're having to add more? All right, second chance.
Much
Be safe. Be careful.
much love, sweetie.
I think she found somebody special at the post office. She's shipping a lot lately. I think
Oh
she's just
no,
taking.
she's
I
a
know
busy
she's got a
girl.
lot. No, I know she's got a lot to send, but that's the cover story. She's visiting a postal worker. She's getting that inside connection. Bum bum bum.
Could be. For sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's a gasket, and have fun on that one. I would say you could probably do them, but yeah, unless you got the time and the engine pulley, just pay somebody to do it. So screw that. I hate freaking doing seals. Well, I got to work on mine today since I didn't get up to 70 today, so I got no excuse not to do it. Yeah,
Love you, darling. Oh my
yeah, we
goodness, that
love
was
you.
perfect. Uh,
Yeah, that's what I thought. You like the ones that wear the shorts. You like them in shorts. You can see the hair or legs walking down delivering freaking mail. hmm And since it's cold, you get to go to the offices and you can see them wearing shorts because the other ones are wearing pants. So it's too cold.
I just love our chat, how they try to always help each other out.
You know,
You guys are awesome sauce.
it's a 2003 Chevy Silverado. Man, only 55,000 miles. Holy crap!
That's why I
Well,
said he doesn't drive much.
yeah. My first Chevy truck I had, I think I turned that sucker over like twice. My
Have a
second
blessed
one,
day, Rose.
yeah, my second one, I barely drove it. So yeah, if I had 30,000 miles on it before I gave it to my dad to use for his business, I'd be surprised. And I had that for 10 years before I handed it to him. Almost all my vehicles after that, I try to schedule everything. Like if I got to go to the grocery store, I'm going to the gas. I got another place anywhere close by. I try to do everything in that one day, so I'm not doing so much driving around. All right, Rose Young, you have a blessed day. Thank you for stopping by. We love you. And remember, if you plan to drop by tomorrow, probably the earliest will probably be 10 o'clock tomorrow. Anytime between 10 and 10:30. I'll post it later today. So
Yeah, I looked at 3 o'clock this morning to see if you had a link, a thumbnail dropped, and you hadn't. So I said, okay, bedtime.
yeah, yeah. I should have done it, but I waited. I was too busy watching 10. Priorities. I felt bad because I wanted to be there. I just didn't wake up. So hopefully she'll understand.
So you were re-watching us. That's cool.
No, I was watching it.
Oh,
I was watching the restream because I missed
okay.
the first stream.
That's what I said. You. Yep.
No, you
So
said I
what?
was
What did you?
rewatching. Rewatching
Oh,
means I already watched it once.
all right, all right. So what did you think of AB? Oh my God, I was dying.
Yep. Let's just put it this way. There's some parts I had to rewind to watch again. So, needless to
Yeah.
say,
You never know what's going to happen on 10. I'm telling you.
yeah,
That's a fact.
I was waiting to see if he was going to pop in this morning. I was going to say, "Where you at?" And I was like, "You ain't a
Did
trucker.
you
All the
make it back?
truckers are heading to Texas, bitch." I was going to freaking give him a hard time this morning, but I haven't
So
seen
I
him
was
this
going to,
morning.
as a Texan, I was going to ask you, what do you think about this supposed revival, prayer, help out, convoy thing that's coming your way?
Well, as long as they keep it all within the confines of the law, it's all good and dandy. And they don't get in the way of the National Guard and the cops doing what they need to do. Now they stop
So it's,
blocking what
you
they
don't
need to
think,
do. Huh?
yeah, you don't think it's a setup like, the one in, what do you call it? Canada and that convoy type
No,
thing,
well, no, I don't think it's a setup, but like I said, you got to watch what the federales are going to try to do because they're watching everything, and I don't trust the federales, but yeah, I'm calling them that because that's what the Mexicans call them because, Mexico's letting in that new caravan of 1,800 people, and they're escorting them from the southern border to our border. And yeah, the other day they were complaining about all the guns they confiscated that were military style that they
uh-huh.
got from cartel. And I'm like, well, that's the Obama/Biden administrations there. All that shit was happening during freaking the Obama administration.
Yup.
So, needless to say, hey, well, I said a long time ago, frickin' shut the border down completely. Do we really need frickin' avocados from Mexico? No. You can just grow your own or do without. Avocados are bad for you anyway. I'm allergic to them. I won't eat them. I won't miss them. You know? That'll teach people to start
Yep.
becoming more self-sufficient.
But I don't know if you've seen some of these pictures of these immigrants coming across. They're dressed better than a lot of Americans,
Oh,
and
yeah.
yet their country is so bad. What the hell?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, believe me, So, but, hey, that's why I keep thinking of the movie War Games. Want to play a game? You see Biden in front of the screen going, yeah, pick yes. And,
Yep.
Washington's got to be, I don't know, they got to be smarter than what they think they are because they don't realize if shit starts happening within the boundaries of the U.S., and I'm talking about tourist wise, there ain't enough Secret Service to protect every politician that's been freaking allowing all this shit to come in the country. And I'm not advocating for any violence, but there's going to be enough people out there, especially ones that lose freaking family members to this bullshit. And out of those, I guarantee you some of them may do something. And who's going to be the target? It's going to be those politicians. So they need to get their head out of their ass and start realizing, yeah, the courts might not hold you accountable because, they let murderers off with probation and, community service in California because that's just showing the judicial system how whacked it is throughout the states. But, it's coming to the point where some people are going to take the law in their own hands. They don't care less about what happens, especially if their family gets hurt. And that's the bigger message I want these politicians to realize. You need to start voting for your constituents, not for the constituents that give you money. Because those corporations aren't going to protect you for shit when the people start
Exactly.
really uprising. Because they believe January 6th was an uprising, which it wasn't. You know, wow, they should be really scared. And freaking, what do you call it? McConnell was calling for us to hit Iran. I'd be like, okay, come with me, sir. Put him on a C-130 with a parachute, give him an M16 with a couple of clips, and tosses his ass out over Iran. It's like, you've been inducted into the freaking military. Start taking care of it. We
Mitch
don't need you. We can
McConnell
find
isn't
somebody to replace
mentally
you.
stable.
You got voted in. We can find your replacement. You're not irreplaceable. That's what we need to start doing to some of these politicians when they think, oh, well, I'm protected. I can't be replaced. Bullshit. Anybody can be replaced. Start with the
Uh-huh.
politicians. And like I said, I'm
Well,
not condoning violence, but, I can't, you know, I can't control 315 million people in this country. Some of them are whacked, or some will get to that. You know, what do they call that when you get so pissed off you turn around and take vengeance on somebody because they killed somebody that you loved? Temporary insanity.
yep.
And we've seen that in the past. People get off it. They've been so emotionally distraught. You don't think some of them are going to pull that crap on some of the politicians that freaking didn't turn out and, build the wall and all that other shit? I'd be where AOC would be one of the ones she should be worried. She ain't gonna be hiding across the street pretending like she's so scared while she's looking out the window trying to freaking make a video and she was nowhere around freaking any of the danger. I'm really surprised they didn't remove her and impeach her ass on this shit.
right? But I'm sure everybody's seen Mitch McConnell's brain glitches, just like
Yeah,
the potato.
yeah, 'cause they
I
drink
mean,
the
he has
same
no,
juice.
yeah, but he needs to go bye bye. He can't function normally, and yeah,
Yeah, it's just we never got the whole story about the Pelosi's. If they could get the husband while she's in Washington, think they could do that to other politicians' families. And that's why I'm saying they just had enough Secret Service to protect all these people, to include their kids and all that other stuff. You piss off somebody in freaking one of the constituents that you're supposed to be taking care of, and you haven't. Yeah. Hey, RLB. Good morning.
good morning.
Yeah, we still got school districts here that are freaking shut down because everybody's sick, and they're sanitizing and keeping everything closed. So we know what you
Well, I'm
mean,
glad you're
RLB.
feeling better. Hun. I'm
You
glad
know,
you're feeling better.
make sure you're at 100% before you go back, because you know all it takes is one little germ, and you're not 100%. You'll go back down again. I'm pretty sure you don't want to do that. So.
So, what's on your agenda for the rest of your day, there, Chris?
Fight with my procrastination because I don't want to do nothing, but I know I need to. So, you?
Me? Well, you know, I got to make some freezer meals today. I'm gonna I'm gonna do some different freezer meals real quick, and yep, get those vac sealed so that my oldest son, who's been bugging me, he's called me 3 times. I've had to send go dismiss. He's
Yeah,
stopping by. He wants to pick up like a few. It just makes life easier when they're working, 60 hours a week to grab something out of the deep freezer and yeah, throw it in a pot of boiling water and they have a decent meal. So yep.
yeah,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
yeah. Well, RB's asked me a question. I can't answer you verbatim what the laws are on there, but yeah, you're not going to get the medical stuff here. If you think you're one sex, but you're born another, and they're up in arms on that. But I will tell you, supposedly in the country, out of our 315 however many million people we got in our country now. I don't even know the numbers because they never give us the true numbers on the COOF deaths. But yeah, let's see. They say about 10% of the nation are Rainbow Coalition members. So that should tell you everything and everything. 10%. All right. And 3% of that are Generation Xers. I think it's the other way around. I think it's 3% for this country and 10% is Generation Xers. So that just tells you right there, right off the bat, Generation Xers need to lose their diplomas and send their ass back to school to freaking learn stuff about biology and life before they can even hold an adult job, let alone flipping burgers at McDonald's for $15 an hour. But that's my only opinion on myself. And if you just happen to be somebody that supports one of these Rainbow Coalition people or whatever, hey, it's not an offense to them. I say you can do whatever you want in your private. I just don't want to see it out in public, especially when I end up having grandkids and I'm trying to take them to the park or to the zoo. I don't want them freaking seeing two people munch on each other and stuff. Yeah, because they get that graphic. Yeah.
Yep.
So, needless to say on that point, check the numbers. There wasn't enough to freaking pass the laws that they wanted. So, yeah, somebody got the Harvey Weinstein thing on some of these people, get these bills passed to give them everything they wanted when they're pushing for it. That's all I'm going to say on that point. And if you want to prove me wrong, you don't need a PhD. Find the facts, and yeah, you'll be surprised. You'll probably run across everything I read about it. So,
Well, ROB, I agree with you. It's hard to handle it according to God's words. Yep.
yeah, and that's all I do. I got neighbors right next door to me that are. Good thing they don't got no kids, because then that'd be a freaking big problem. Now, I was living here 2 years before they decided to move in. But as soon as they freaking passed the law and they got married, they thought whatever they said, I had to freaking bend down and do. I'm like, fuck you. You don't understand. I told them straight off, did you fight for your rights? No. So shut the fuck up. When they got mad at me. And they tried calling the cops saying I threatened them and all this. I'm like, oh, really? Needless to say, half the cops in this county work for me when we're in the military. So they know how I am. I'm very vocal, but I won't threaten nobody unless I get attacked first. And then there's not a threat. I just freaking beat their ass. So they already knew right off the bat it was a false claim. But one of them worked for the city and threatened that they're going to freaking do this. And they said, oh, really? So I freaking called the mayor's office, tried to set an appointment. He was too busy, so I freaking wrote him a letter wise to his office. And boy, did I get a big response real quick on that one.
AB, I'm so glad you made it back from the border. How were the tacos?
Yeah, he didn't go to the border. The only thing he did is go to Taco Bell. That's not the border. You and freaking knee pads freaking hung out at Taco Bell, huh? Yeah, RLB, I avoid them as much as possible, but, I don't hate them. I pray for them, and, yeah, they're going to have to face God. I'm not going to judge them for what they do, but, they got to face God. And they really think that, and that's where they learn some of the New Testament. And they think, well, Jesus says to love everybody. Yeah, you can love everybody. Doesn't mean that you're going to become a lesbian or a gay person. You need to know the basis of the frickin' Bible and the religion before frickin' quoting you're trying to use frickin' God in any way, shape, or form. God doesn't change his mind. And Jesus didn't come here to change God's frickin' word either. Think about it. That's where we have the Father and we have the Son. And we get the Spirit of the Holy Ghost. Yeah. Prove me wrong. Read the Bible. No, I know there ain't no 700,000 truckers. When I heard that, I was like, yeah, that's bullshit. And they're saying maybe a couple of thousand this morning. I'm like, yeah, there's three than that. Hey, Kiwi, good morning. Nah, it's a good morning when Kiwi gives us the finger. Try to see if I missed anybody while I was on my little rant. Yeah, and the sad part is, RLB, if you look at that, couples that have those kind of kids, those kids have problems later on in life. I was dead set against it when they're trying to have them freaking adopted stuff. But, yeah. And all the studies that they had, because, they got that 20 years worth of time to study them now. Yeah, all those kids are really freaking mentally and emotionally fucked up. They can't have kids. Think about it. Mentally, thanks to Obama closing down all the mental health institutions. Yeah, think about it. Half the migrants we got coming in are mentally unstable and need that health care, but they're going to find health care for them before the American citizens that have insurance can get it. But anyway, that's just my opinion on there. Everybody freaking do your own research. I'm not here to offend anybody. I'm just here to freaking, if I get asked the question, I'm going to tell you how it is.
Yeah, I hear you.
But, women who ride motorcycles should carry a billy stick. So when the driver doesn't pay attention to them, they should be lawfully able to get that billy stick out and smash the freaking window. Get their attention.
Well, I got one driver's attention one day when I just pulled my vest back and they realized that I conceal and carry.
Yeah. Oh, you got to watch that at some stage because they'll constitute that as a threat. She showed me her gun.
All I would have had to say is, "Hey, I'm sorry, my vest blew open in the wind. That wasn't an intentional."
Yep, I agree with you, RLB. We don't judge, because then we will be judged by the same measure. And the heck with that. But,
Truism,
Chef,
truism. Yep.
I hope you have a blessed day. It's your balmy. How warm was it going to get?
43. What the what?
Yeah, you still got a bundle up, so hopefully you don't sweat too much if you got to go out anywhere.
I'm pretty much just gonna make a big mess in my kitchen and get those freezer meals done, and yeah.
Yeah. AB
Yep.
Abbott wasn't supposed to be down there for this thing. He's got other business to take care of, like, the courtroom stuff. He's another throwing freaking lawsuits left and right at him. So, but, yeah. So please be safe
Yep.
today, Shift Kicker. Like I
Oh,
said, I'll drop a
absolutely.
stream for tomorrow about 10:30 if you can make it. I know you got your
Oh yes.
appointment too, so
Oh no,
whenever
I
is
should be
fine.
home. It works out perfect.
Yeah. And we'll see everybody tomorrow sometime between 10:30 when I do my stream. And I should say our stream, sorry. I've only had one cup of coffee and I'm freaking need another one.
It's all good. Just remember, guys, stay blessed, not stressed. Smile at somebody. You never know how it might change their day. And check on your neighbors, especially your elderly ones. Even if all it is just to say, "Hey, I haven't seen you around. Are you doing okay?"
Yeah. And
So,
before anything else, as Kiwi came in late, hopefully he's still here. This is for you, Kiwi. Oh, wrong one. Dang it. Let me get the overlay one. Here you go, Kiwi. This is just for you, buddy. Since he likes to give me the finger all the time. It's kind of funny that,
Kiwi didn't give you the finger. Know he if he gives you the finger, you know he loves you. That's all I know for sure.
yeah, man, I love him right back. I just use the Ernie Burt one on there. But, yeah, and I can use that on the haters too because they support the channel by giving me a laugh. But because they hate me so much, they got to watch what I say to see if they got to report me or not. But remember, tell your loved ones you love them, even if you're mad at them, because you know what's going to happen in 5 minutes and 24 hours. You got a lot of people mysteriously dying, and they don't know why. And they have to do an autopsy and try to figure it out, and they can't figure it out because they got so used to doing 2 years if they died of COVID. Yeah, they can't use that excuse no more. Think about it. So try to eat healthy if you can. And if you can, enjoy it because, like I try to tell my doctors and my sister who's a doctor also, yeah, I know this is bad for me or that's bad for me. But, I ain't parachuting without a parachute. I ain't bungee jumping off a bridge without the bungee. Those are definites, you know. So a cigarette might cause me something 20 years down the road. Well, explain to me about all the non-smokers that never smoked and they're dying from lung cancer. So you got to enjoy this life. Do what's good for yourself and for others. Don't worry about the little stuff because everything's the little stuff. The big worry is when you meet the maker. You have to answer for your life. Think about it. I love y'all,
Amen.
and y'all have a great day. And we'll see you around the channels today. Check out Shift Kicker's mini page, see where we're at. And yeah, if you meet
And I'm
somebody,
just
ask
gonna
them if
say,
they freaking watch Shift Kicker and not freaking send them her link so they can subscribe to her. Yeah. Especially if she's a lady. I think all ladies should be there on Women's Wednesdays. Right, Shift?
yep,
And are you going to have a show
exactly.
next week?
I'm working on it right now.
Okay. We'll find out more, I
Hope,
guess, when she's got it down.
hopefully, yes. If not, I'm definitely going to do a wacky Wednesday, and if I do that, it's considered an open panel. So, yep,
Ooh.
that means
Yeah,
trust will be there.
yeah, maybe. I ain't wearing no high heels and a dress. That's AB's
No.
job.
If it's a wacky Wednesday, that means open panel. That means anybody.
I
Yep.
know. But I'm just making you
Well,
freaking explain it in case somebody that hasn't shown up doesn't know. All right.
uh,
See y'all tomorrow, guys. Bye.
yep. Bye.